Another thing I wanted to say was we need to start holding these cops accountable. When you see somebody's pull over too. If you have the time, if you're going to work, go to work. But if you have the time and you see somebody's pulled over, especially a black person or a different race, pull over and you record. Make sure they do their jobs. We got to make sure we're not playing with them. They don't play with us. They want to pull us over for not having a turn signal. Pull right over whenever they are pulling somebody else over, especially if they're a different race. Make sure, okay, you want to have them pulled over? You can keep a distance, but make sure they do their job. Make sure there's somebody there to hold them accountable, because if we do that, they don't have no choice but to do their jobs. They can turn off them cameras they got on their chest. They can turn off the camera on their dashboard. But whenever somebody else, we got to stick together for real. Honey, pull over too and make sure they do their job. I just want to say that. Okay.
What you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.
What's happening? What's cracking, y'all? It's Nefertiti here. Welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, come on in. Welcome. And so for those of you who do follow me on Facebook, I did make a post saying that I was going to make a video about what's going on right now. And that's what we're doing at the moment. So welcome. Tune on in. Come on in. Okay, so nobody can deny what's going on right now. So what happened was, a cop that killed a black man and had his knee on his neck and killed him made us make history, pretty much. We all came together, people came together, we're protesting until a difference is being made, because we're seeing too much of our people, which is the black people, being killed by cops, and people are fed up and they're tired. Now, I will say I don't agree with tearing down businesses and destroying stuff. I understand people are fed up, because listen, I'd be fed up too. I'd be angry, I'd be crying. I feel it, I understand. I'm black, so I can say this. But I'm saying that we don't have to destroy to make a difference. Just people marching. All 50 states marched and 18 countries marched. Just from marching, we made a difference. And so what I wanted to say is, it really sucks that, when we, black people get pulled over or whatever the case may be, and we're dealing with, a white cop. Not all white cops are the same, but, a white cop that doesn't like a black person, we have to go through them being discriminating us and treating us a certain type of way because they look at us like we're all criminals. When really it's like the black people, it's not that we're all criminals. It's just that we're the only race that they want to put on the news that is doing this and that, because every race is out here killing and murdering and all that, doing the same thing. They only put the black people on the news. However, what I want to say is, y'all, do you see the difference that was made by people marching and see, to me, this is a justice thing. It's not a color thing. It's a justice thing, because the justice system is corrupt, and things need to be changed. Not just the whole black and white thing, but a lot of things need to be changed in the system, and it's not being changed because people keep turning their heads and they're involved in it and they're acting like nothing's wrong. Y'all, there's so much more things that we need to cover. There's so much more situations that we should be fighting for, And one thing about it is, like I said, I have put a status up on Facebook talking about whenever a country decides that they don't want to have God in it, whenever a country decides they want to walk away from God, a lot of hectic things goes on. So it's very important that we have God in our life, because without God, there's nothing. Whenever we don't have God, he will allow our enemies to come against us. And so it's so important to make sure God's first. And when we're doing these protests, when we're fighting, we need to be praying first and letting God lead and guide us so we can know which way to go. Now, I feel like we should be fighting for more rights as well. Don't keep that same energy. If you're out here marching and all that, please don't just be marching just because everybody else is doing it. Please just don't be trying to make a movement because everybody else is doing it. Now, if it did touch your heart and makes you want to do more because of what you're seeing, that's good. You know what I'm saying? And allow yourself to continue to do things. Allow yourself to continue to stay knowledgeable. Allow yourself to continue to stay involved in the community and trying to help out. Don't just do it because this is what's popping right now. This is what's popular, so you're doing it because everybody else is doing it. Do it from your heart, because this is what we need. And it's not just for black people, but for people in general. We need justice. And do you see how we, the people, the governor charged that cop, the governor of Minnesota charged them cops, okay? They're being charged right now. We don't know what's going to happen next. We don't know. We're just, we're waiting to see. But for so many people to march, we made a difference. That goes to show it wasn't the government that was out here making a difference. No, even cops are marching. We the people made a difference. That goes to show that God gave us the power to make changes. We have to do it through him, but he gives us the power to do it. Do y'all see? People always say, oh no, the world's not going to change. No, the world can't change. It's just all this stuff's going on. It can if we choose to. If you look at our ancestors, they did a lot for us to even be where we're at. They did a lot for us to be able to go to the same school as another race. They did a lot for us to be able to go to a restaurant where we can sit beside a white person. They sacrificed. They died. They were slayed. Please, y'all, don't just fight for this one thing. Keep fighting. We can't stop. We have to fight for justice in general, not just for one situation. Not saying I'm not being insensitive, because trust me, y'all, I hate it. I hate what we have to go through. I hate that still to this day, Black people, we have to fight for everything that we have. We have to fight, and we have to push, and we have to grind just to get the respect that we deserve. And people are saying we should stop doing this and stop doing that. If y'all would have stopped, nothing would have ever been changed. So no, we don't stop. We don't have to be violent, because that's what they want from us. They want to call us thugs. They want to see us get all rallied up so they can be like, oh, look at them. But this time, it's not just us. We have all different types of races. We have all different types of races out here fighting for the rights. So that goes to show, if we can come together for this one thing, then we can come together for many other things. Please, y'all, do your research. There's so much stuff that's going on that's not right. And we need to make sure we're fighting for what's right in general. Not the justice of what the world says what is justice, what God says is justice, like what's really right. We really need to be fighting for what's right, because there's some stuff that I be knowing about that needs to be brought to attention. Just like, I'm not going to talk about it too much about it, but there's some things I heard about kids, about what kids have to go through, and how they're being tortured and stuff like that. And people are turned, not from kids being at home. I'm talking about from kids in boarding schools, all types of stuff. And governments be knowing what's going on to these kids. They be getting raped and stuff, and no one's doing nothing about it. We need to be fighting. We need to be fighting for them kids who are being kidnapped, and the cops and stuff in the government, no one's looking for them. Like, they look for them for a week, and then where are they at? We can't find them for years. These kids be missing since 1999, and they're still not found. We need to fight for a lot more. I'm so glad and I'm so proud of y'all for how far we've got. But imagine if we stick together, how farther we can get. All right, so I really hope that this helped. I just felt like I needed to say something, because I'm just like, I can't be on here just talking about what I want to talk about and not say something about what's going on and not put in my input. And I feel like hopefully it helped, because I do feel like, you know, this is something important. And also, I have a different perspective. I don't feel like we should be out here killing people and destroying people. We can't be like them. If we're going to be like them, it makes us just like them. We can't be like them. And what did Martin Luther say? Only love can change hate. And some of y'all will be like, we're tired of hearing that. We're tired of hearing this and that. Yeah, y'all are tired of hearing that, but that's what really makes the changes. Us being violent and stuff, they're just going to find another reason to try to kill us off. No, we got to get on their level. Listen, for anybody that's a judge, anybody that's a lawyer, anybody that's a cop, people that's in the higher ups, and y'all see this video, stop turning your head. Don't turn your head to injustice. I know some of y'all think that you're going to lose your jobs if you say something, but that's the thing. You are making other people pay for stuff. You're in the position that you're in because God put you in the positions. Satan put some people in positions too. But some of y'all know that God put y'all in the positions. He didn't put you in the position so you can shine and take pictures in your outfit. He put you in the position so that you can make a change, help make a change. Stop turning your heads. Police officers, when you see your partner doing wrong, stop turning your head. Do you know how many times I've got pulled over and the cop has been grimy to me and I didn't do nothing wrong, but another cop sees that they're wrong, but she or he will turn their head. Don't turn your head. Don't turn your head. What if it was your kid? What if it was your dad? What if it was your son? What if it was your family? Stop turning your heads. It's going to take for the higher-ups, the lawyers to start doing stuff. The lawyers to start standing their ground. The judges to start standing their grounds. The people who are higher up, it's going to take for y'all to help too. We need your help too. Don't turn your head, man. Stop acting like nothing's going on. It's going to take for us to stick together, and we have to stick together with every race, not just black people, all of us. Now, black people, we need to stick together too because we are very divided. However, if this doesn't make you feel like we need to have unity in our culture, then I don't know what will. Y'all, we can make changes. It's not going to happen overnight. I know some of y'all feel like, oh, we're tired of hearing this. It's not going to happen overnight, but us just talking about it's not going to change anything either. Y'all already seen the actions that we do can make changes. Let's do it. Let's change it. Listen, And I also, I have something that I made a long time ago. It's like a poem, but I think it really applies to right now. So I'm gonna spit it to you. So it goes. Said I'm not into love songs because they really ain't no different. Seems like when someone is in pain is the only time we listen. Most of us had our heart broken. I know some of y'all didn't, but let's change the topic and give other things our attention, like how the world is becoming, oh boy, how it's descending. Being fake is the new fashion and being petty is trending. Got people saying they love you, knowing dang well they pretending. What happened to our standards, or are we forgetting how our people paved the way for us? Picked cotton and they slaved for us. Boycotted and got slaved for us. We still don't get to look how long it's taking us. Can't unite because we're divided. Angry people promote the violence. Scared to speak up so they silent. When they try to get paid to be quiet. So it's not that I don't like love songs, but the world is full of so much hate that our love's gone. So when I hear a new love song, I think to myself, man, we got it all wrong.